This is a video from eSkills Zone. For more videos, notes, and certificates, please visit www.eskillszone.com.
Hello and welcome. Hi viewers. Today in this video we will discuss typecasting a different data type to a different one. So we're gonna execute a program in Java programming language, and this will show that how we can typecast a different variable type, a different data type to a different one. Like we are gonna typecast float data type to an integer data type. So how it is done, let's switch to the Eclipse IDE where we will execute a program and we'll understand how this can be done, the process of typecasting. So here we are in the Eclipse IDE. So we're gonna go to this button, click on it, and click the Java project over here, and here we will type the name of the program as PRG5, and we'll not change anything and just click on the next button like we have been doing in the previous programs. Here we'll click at the finish button. So here's the module name. We'll just press create button. Here you can see the PRG5, and over here you can see under the SRC folder you can see a Java class. We are gonna delete it by right clicking on it and then select the delete option, and we'll press the OK button. So you can see that the class has been deleted. So we're gonna right click on it and go to the new option. From here we will create a new class and select the class, and here you can see create a Java class. So we'll type the name as program name of class, and we will, this is very important thing to note, we have to always check this box public static void main, which is the most important, the main method used in Java language. So we'll click on the finish button. So now you can see the default program layout. So over here we're gonna type the comment on it at the top and type that a floating expression can be casted into integer using the syntax. How it is done, the syntax is integer k equal to integers enclosed in parentheses and then f multiplied with f, both are float. So we'll type command for program 5.java, and the class is, and the description is that type casting float to an integer. So we'll let this program, public class program as it is, and over here we'll create one more method, public static void mixed, name of the method, and we'll type OPS, mixed OPS, the name of the method. We'll type parentheses and then braces, and over here we will first declare float data type, the very name of the variable as f, and the value we're going to assign is 10.10. f is used as a suffix, semicolon as a line terminator, and then we'll type int the data type, j is the name of the variable, and we'll assign 10 into it. So it is already understood that the right hand side is always assigned to the left hand side. So 10.10 over here is being assigned to variable named f, which is a float data type, and over here 10 is assigned to variable named j, which is an integer data type. And then we will type j equal to integer enclosed in the parentheses like we have discussed at the top, and then we'll multiply f into j, semicolon. So you can see the f is a float data type, j is an integer. Both are different, and they have, a total which will be assigned to the j will be typecasted by using the int enclosed in double quotes. and then we'll type J. Okay, and then type system dot out dot println, statement used to display the output on the screen, parenthesis and double quotes, type J equal to int enclosed in double quotes in parenthesis, and then F into J, the same thing we just typed over here in this line. So the double quotes, whatever double is enclosed in double quotes, we will print it as it is on the screen, and then we will type semicolon, a colon over here, and then give a space, and then type plus symbol and J. So J is now having the value of integer because F contains a value which is float 10.10, but since int typecasted is being performed over here by using the keyword int, which is used for declaring an integer variable, so it is enclosed in parentheses. So whatever the output of this F into J will be first changed, and then it will be changed into an integer variable expression. Whatever the output of this F into J, you know that we have used F as a float, so the output contains an output having the value of a float and multiplied with J, so it can have a different floating point float result. So first we will see the output with the typecasting, and after that we will delete this int enclosed in parentheses, and we'll see that what would be the result of this F into J stored in J. So all is set. So over here now we're gonna use this class, the method mixed OPS. We're gonna see the output over here, so we will call it in this main method, and now gonna execute it. So we'll go to this button run program.java, and over here we'll select the run as option, then click at the Java application button. We'll press the OK. So there's an error, so we'll see it. So the name is mixed, M-I-X-E-D, mixed. Now it will execute successfully. Select the Java application, press the OK button, so you can see the output as 100. Since the typecasted has been performed, so you can see an integer output over here. But if we change this, like we just remove this int enclosed in, because we don't perform any typecasting over here, and then we just go over here and then select run program or select run as and click on the Java applications, or again pressing OK. So errors that exist, so you can see F into J over here assigned to it. So viewers, you can see that we have just removed the typecasting int keyword enclosed in parentheses. So you can see that after running a program, you can see an exception, an error. You can see over here the problems, like there are warning like type mismatch, cannot convert from float to integer, program.java warnings as well, and the warning is Eclipse Workspace has no explicit encoding. So you can see, if we go over here console, we can read the error message, the exception in thread main java.language.error unresolved compilation problem, type mismatch, cannot convert from float to integer, add program.mixed.ops Java 13, add program.main program.java. Here it has been highlighted that line 13 and 20 contain error. So if you can see that this F into J has been highlighted in yellow, it means that F contains a float. F is a float variable where J is an integer variable. So we are actually multiplying float with an integer variable and assigning it to an integer variable. So it is not possible. So Java cannot convert from float to integer. So for converting a float to integer, you always need to use a typecasting, like we can type int in int and then goes in parenthesis, and then when we execute this program now, it will not generate any error and it will execute successfully. So all is set. You can see the output on the screen. 100 is the output. But if we remove this int once again, then you can see error. This is an error. You can see before executing the program, you can see that Java compiler generates and represents the error at the line number 13 contains an error. So typecasting is very important if you want to convert the float into integer. So now this program will execute successfully. So that's all, viewers. Thanks for watching. In our next video, we'll discuss more about Java programming, and we will discuss more about data types and execute program to understand the concept of like programs of data types having default values. That's all. Thanks for watching.